So, I'm barely here because I don't want to be here. Nice. Wish you success with that. Oh no, it's because of my life and the people that I live with. Namely, in this time, my bio mom. We just got in a major argument, and now she refuses to help anything because I'm so ungrateful. I should have been aborted, and she does everything around here and hides everything behind his back. Not that I've ever asked for any of it. Um, Namely, like, she was gonna help me with some of the supplies, and she got a card that came, and then she asked me to activate it, and I was like, well, if I have to talk to a person, they're not gonna let me. So she threw a hissy fit about that. And then she sat there for 15 minutes, like scrambling through things, and I was like, what are you doing? I can't read this. Well, what are you trying to read? And she's like, I don't want the customer service line, or do I? I was like, I don't know. What does step one say? And that's it. Like, that's just how I said it. I was like, well, how does step one say? And I grabbed the paper, and then she just threw it fucking down and got up and started shouting and screaming and calling me all kinds of fucking names. Told me to go fuck myself. Said I'm so ungrateful. I don't deserve a goddamn thing. And then, yeah, I just fucking left. And as I was walking away, she was trying to yell like, "If you want anything, you have to earn it." So I just laughed and left. And now I'm just trying not to kill myself and others. Got a point there. Yeah, I guess now I'm just going to be avoiding going downstairs whatsoever for 3 days. All I can think about too, how he's probably gonna get involved somehow now, and I'm gonna hear it from both ends. Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to get like how he used to be with my aunt when she lived here. Because they used to fight constantly. He fucking hated her. He'd leave passive aggressive notes on the fridge, like, bug infestation and shit like that, under her picture and stuff. Stuck in the same thought process. Like, I need to get the fuck out of here. But in order to do that, I need a place to live. And in order to do that, I need money. That, I need an income. And even if I didn't do any of that, and I tried, like, a shelter or something, well, then I don't get my stuff. And it's not like I can safely leave it here or get a storage locker. And then there's also Ariel. I legit, I legit just need a sufficient income or to be adopted at this point. See, this is why I spent like 2 weeks last time recording every goddamn conversation that I had. But no, I stopped. My heart rate is still around 110, just sitting here when it should be at like 80 to 90 at best. It was 130 when I first sat down. Oh my god. I kind of just wish everybody would die, honestly. Including myself. But that's beside the point. We'll take what I can get. Yeah, I'm gonna jinx it and get the worst of the bunch. I did think she was gonna do it for a while. Cause like there's this weird memorial she got that's supposed to be for my grandpa, but it says in love her name. And it talks about like being strong and holding up for so long. Yeah, yeah. Very ominously concerning. Oh my god, where did you find possible employment? Dollar General? Nice. I tried talking to their hiring manager and whatnot. I didn't find out a goddamn thing. But that was, like 2 months ago. I did want to apply again, even though you're supposed to wait like 60 days or whatever, because or 6 months, I don't know, but because the holiday season's coming. Nice. Have I mentioned lately how much I hate my life? I'd like to I'd like to emphasize that at the juncture. Oh, god damn it. It's gonna be one of the websites that's down. Yeah, yeah, there's plenty of sites that are still working on being brought back up. Huh, that was wrong. Apparently put in my social wrong the last time I filled it out. That wouldn't make a goddamn difference. That wouldn't make a goddamn bit of difference. You realize background checks cost money, right? Like, if they take the time and money to look up every applicant's social security before they even call them, that's insane. Now, if I put down the wrong phone number, that'd be a different story. But the phone number was right. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, it just says you've applied. Uh, I'm gonna go grab my speaker. Yeah. Louder water. Ugh. I would like to curl up in the fetal position on the floor and remain non-existent for the rest of eternity. No, I have not. I thought about that, but then I thought about how also just alone, but still in this house that is. But yeah, bath sounds nice. Movie. I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna go close my fucking blinds. There we go. And it sucks now too, because I'm also getting hungry because I didn't eat fucking breakfast or lunch yet. I'll probably try to grab a yogurt when I check on laundry. Ugh. I don't know. Stop asking questions or stupid questions. Either way, yes, I need to eat. I'm well aware. Do you think my sheets are done from the dryer? Concerned can still be stupid. Seven out of 10 times, my grandma will ask me if I'm sick or what's wrong when it's just my goddamn voice. I swear to God, I will fight you. And it's gonna be like that movie, the one with Jet Li. There can, or I guess Highlander. There can only be one. Yeah, I just don't want to at this point go downstairs multiple times and have to run into any interactions. I do not feel like getting yelled at nor yelling again. Oh, so I've been collecting receipts about the DoorDash situation. I've found out slightly more, but also at the same time, not much. It does appear as though the picture that I sent that looks like the door was closed was cropped. So the door does appear to be fully open. However, there's every other part of the situation that's still at play here. Whether or not she opened it or not, she did walk in while filming and then proceeded to post it completely unfiltered with address and pin in view. That is why DoorDash fired her. She doxed him. Oh, did you find? I have a clip where she's screaming about how they removed that post and it was over a minute, so she was going to make a fuckload of money off of it. So she was also screaming about being upset about missing out on the monetization of her assault video. Dude, it could have been handled so much better and differently. Oh yeah, I have that record. Let's see if I can grab that right now.
And they took down my video. They were gonna have to pay me for my second story time because that was over a minute long. They were gonna have to pay me for all those views I got. So no, they took that right down and pay me.
Yeah. Plus, you know, she's still got like several other views that are well over 1 million views each. So it's not like that was the only one that could have been monetized. It's all bad. It's definitely a situation that shouldn't be happening, but it's all bad. On everybody's part, really. Yeah, pretty much. So, I mean, it's one thing to collect photo evidence and video evidence, but it's a whole nother thing to then post it to social media completely unfiltered. Like, even I would have even probably accepted it if she would have, you know, not only just worded it a little bit differently, but posted it with the address and, you know, his pants down edited out, like, you know, just a nice emoji over those things or something like that. Even then, DoorDash probably wouldn't have done anything. Yeah, but where'd you send it? Because I know you don't realize that I'm not on that TikTok anymore. Okay. Only one person does. Oh, you don't know my TikTok. I have not found you, and you have not found me organically yet. And until now, you didn't even know that I wasn't using the other one, even though it's been like 3 weeks. I posted like one video yesterday or the day before. So that was about it. Yeah, you've been playing Pokemon for like 3 months now. Same thing. See, I kind of wish I could bring my computer in with me to the bathroom and just lie down on my cocoon on the floor that I have prepared. I mean, I still have to do laundry. I don't get to cocoon. I feel like I've probably had one thereabouts for almost 10 years now. It's just, been greatly modified. That's fair, but I do have to leave my bedroom, which is essentially my house, because it's the only safe space that I have. It's almost like agoraphobia, except for the land in between. Like I'm completely fine with going around the city and around town and whatnot, but like stepping foot through my house is a whole nother story. Granted, it would be much less if I didn't have to rely on a roof over my head, but unfortunately, I'm quite accustomed to that. It really is like avoiding a field of landmines just to get to the outside. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go check on laundry. Wish me luck. Never mind. I don't want to go check on laundry. I also don't want to check my phone. I turned it on silent because I was assuming I was gonna get berated with messages one way or the other. Either 15 apologies or 15 reasons why I'm a piece of shit. Alright, now I'll be right back. I mean, that definitely eases anxiety somewhat, but still. Laundry was done. Got a yogurt and an apology. Now let's bring me a sandwich. Bring me a sandwich. Por favor. I want like a nice club turkey plain. Or like that, yeah, the turkey Bravo from, that's still turkey. Oh. Did I say turkey the whole time? I think I meant ham. But yeah, turkey. Don't have the sandwich stuff. I didn't say make a sandwich. So just get me one. I don't care how the fuck you acquire it. As long as it's, you know, clean. I gotta figure everything out for you? Fuck, I don't know. Go to your goddamn neighbors. See if they've made one. See if their back's turned. Fucking take it. If that doesn't happen, go down to fucking Chick-fil-A. I don't know. Panera. Wait till one of the employees has his goddamn back turned. Take one of them. Go punch somebody in the fucking face after they finish making one. I don't know. There are options. God damn it, Alice. You've got a scooter. How the fuck are you a grown adult and you can't figure any of this shit out? God damn it. I mean, if it were me, I would say I'd take my car, but my car's not working. So like I'd have to ride my bicicleta and probably switch off with my rollerblades. Although, now that I think about that, I'm not sure what I'd do with my bike when I was rollerblading, because I can't really strap that to my back like I can my rollerblades. But I'm going to strap my rollerblades to my back just in case anyway. Hey, that was just a couple of options. Like, you could start some elite force that does it for you. Some kind of network of sandwich nerds. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's one way too. But yeah, again, we gotta think of more. We gotta think of more feasible options here. You're broke. You can't afford DoorDash. We need outside of the box thinking. That's a good song. I just realized how early it is. But I've closed all my blinds and the lights are all colorful. It sounds like it's raining and stormy and dark outside. I mean, it's definitely not rainy and dark outside. It's fucking hot ass and bright. I don't know what the weather has to do with it. But the weather is definitely not cocoa weather. But yes, it does sound like it's cocoa weather. And in my room it almost feels like cocoa weather. It was just a little bit cooler. Squish it. My rain stopped. Buffering. My rain is buffering. Yes. What part about this are you not understanding? Yes, my rain is buffering. I just refreshed it. Oh. Oh, do we actually have a decent signal now? Did you go to the store yet? Did you go do the stuff yet? Snack time first. That's a good time to have. All right. All ready. I don't know. I'm just saying shit. Staring at the green lines. Because it seems like for the last 10 minutes, we've had a steady, good signal. And no dropping frames or anything. We're at 0% on everything. Hey, look at this. Look at that. 0%. 0%. 0%. That's how it should be. And again, I want to emphasize, if somebody's telling you if things are red and yellow, it doesn't matter. It does. You just can't tell, and maybe some of the people that you have watching can't tell, but it does somewhere. It might be in your recordings. It might be in, people that aren't connected through Wi-Fi or LAN. It could just be people in rural areas with worse signals, but somewhere. Part of me wants to play Silent Hill, but part of me just wants to, not exist. Plus, I'm kind of about to finish a psychological warfare game about an extremely toxic and abusive family. It's almost like playing wouldn't be escaping reality. I did have plenty of time, you were right. Let's see. I am happy about the fact that I got that mouse to fix my issue with the driver thing for the Xbox. Now I can test Xboxes on this PC. I'm definitely, glad that things seem to have settled quicker rather than later. And I will be able to get my stuff. But at the same time, now I'm kind of stressed about, I don't want to go and place the order and then have the thing go, oh, we need you to call, and then have to deal with that. Considered that it is the first day for the card. Dude, I remember when I got my first credit card back in high school. I immediately went down because I had a like $3,000 limit for some fucking reason, and I went down to get a TV, and or no, that was a different time. I was getting my amps, my bass equipment and stuff. So yeah, it was a few $1,000s worth of equipment, and it was even more ridiculous because like we straight up spent 6 hours on the phone, uh, trying to let them know like, hey, yeah, it's legit. But is what something that I really need though? What I'm trying to order right now, what this whole fucking argument and shit ended up being over, the supplies that I use on the almost daily for trying to grow my business, and also staying dry out of when I cycle to turn in what I'm fixing and repairing and cleaning. See, that's the only problem with your theory about later though. Literally, what day this week have we been able to go live in early and it be a good signal and have a good signal again later? Like the last two lives you've actually made have been like that. So we could very well, even if I restarted the live immediately, lose our good quality. Uh, I did go over a lot of website related businessy stuff this morning. Yeah, that's fair. Just price guides. So I'm looking at about $20 a pop for cleaning Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega controllers. And then I was thinking $43 for PS1 and 2. And then even though GameCube and Wii kind of take the same time, I do think they're a little bit easier. So I put those at 35. But I don't know. I'm still debating if I should bump them back up to 42 or what. And then I also found a bunch of other shops that do stuff. Got some prices from them. Like people are doing battery replacements in cartridges, for game save files for $20. Cartridge cleaning is about 15. Yeah, deep cleaning like retro consoles, 40 to $50. Fixing the power ports on Super Nintendo ranges from 25 to 65. That's kind of a wide range. HDMIs are like 150 to 200. And a GameCube disc read is 65. But I haven't really seen many others yet. And the main thing I'm looking at here is a goal of 85.71 an hour. So when you break that down, for 15 minutes of work would equate to about $21.50. So for a half hour, about 43. And then what that does is gives me a nice little breakdown of 30% for taxes, 50% for the business, and 50% for income. So at 1 hour, at 85.71, 25.71 would be taxes, and then 30 would stay in the business, and 30 would go in my pocket. So realistically, at that 85.71, I would be making 30 an hour after tax. Basically a third. Oh, yeah, math. Go economics. And I got that because of the cost of living in California. It's like 28 something. I mean, you start talking about you want to push your skin and teeth. You could do better than that. You could do better than that. Yeah, you're pretty much $1 short. According to the MIT calculator, the living wage is about 25.47. And that's for 0 children. Now we're getting to, you want to talk about by your skin and teeth. Luckily for you, they actually have that calculated out as well. That wage is $7.52, which I believe is the federal minimum wage. Ugh. Oh, is this how much per year? Oh, wow. So it looks like the average person in Colorado with no children spends $4,600 a year on food, $3,100 on medical, $17,000 on housing, $10,000 on transportation, $3,500 on civic duties, almost $2,000 on internet and phone, $5,000 on other, $44,500. Oh, that's just the required annual income after taxes. Average taxes 8,000. Required annual income before taxes 53,000. So, according to their own little chart here, transportation and material moving and production don't even offer a livable wage. And that's not even including everything else that there is, because, I mean, fast food and retail is even half of that. Yeah, 2872 for California, or 60,000 before tax. This is a handy dandy little chart if you ever need to figure out the living wage. livingwage.mit.edu. Got all 52 counting states. Yeah, where's Colorado? You can go by county. You can go by metropolitan statistical areas, or you can just go by the state as a whole. Rowley County, 2350. Denver County, 2620. Larimer, 2587. Bent, 1957. Yeah, look at that going down. Adams, I was gonna click on that too. 2628. Yeah, 27 bucks. And this is full time. 2,080 hours per year, 40 hours a week. Yeah, you're See, at this point, god damn it. I was thinking about the whole, medical thing. Getting back with my old psych and therapist stuff if they're still available and around. But just to try to get extra help on getting the fuck away from here. But then again, now that I think about it, like the only help they ever gave before was like, yeah, you need to get out of there. You need to get out of there. You gotta find something. You gotta find some kind of income. Just get out of there. Even if you gotta just gotta go to shelter for a while. It was kind of like a Google search, you know. Oh, I swear to God, if I had the money, I wouldn't be here anymore either. Ugh. I'm gonna have to pull another night like last night and chug like 70 ounces of water at 6 p.m. Also, if you're wondering what websites are still working and which ones are still working, apparently this is the site to go to. There's your fucking Hulu. Look at that. They were down for a little bit. They've been all right. Twitch is currently apparently down. Fortnite's back. Microsoft 365 is down. Dead by Daylight's well, they kind of just recovered from a second outage. Sounds about right for them. I really hope this kind of stuff starts happening more. Just to make people more aware, like, yeah, it really is kind of one company taking care of shit. I mean, Russia already did that. They broke the internet in the ocean. They straight up did do that. You don't remember that? Yeah, it was almost a year ago. Apparently, 60 Minutes did a thing on it 3 weeks ago. So, judging by the comments, a ship was dragging anchor, quote unquote, unknowingly or accidentally, unquote. Yeah, according to this comment, it sounds like it was 100 kilometers. No way dragging an anchor 100 kilometers is an accident. So I'm assuming it was like 100 kilometers. There's a good comment. Captain, we're quarter speed at full throttle for the last 2 hours, and we're almost out of fuel. What could possibly be wrong? Now look, I'm not saying, everybody knew what they were doing, but I feel like somebody knew what they were doing. Yeah, everybody else is just plausible deniability, in my opinion. Speaking of all that, I think I did hear this morning that we got a new North Korean defector. Yeah, yesterday. A North Korean soldier defected to South Korea yesterday. Yeah, he obviously escaped into South Korea and then willingly went into custody seeking I guess asylum. Yeah, expressed desire to resettle in South Korea. Yeah, he somehow went through the demilitarization zone. I can't find like anything on it though. Like there's some, I guess here, North Korean Daily. Actual North Korean source, or not North Korean. Yeah, Korea. Huh. Yeah, there's really seemingly nothing on it. CBS is the closest to an accurate source I can find. but they don't even say much on it. They just, he did it, expressed desired thing, and then they go on about how, the the demilitarization zone's dangerous. It's got landmines and tanks and barbed wires, and they shoot at you. And in 2017, and they go off about that soldier, and he was shot at 40 times, and they dragged him to safety, and they don't even see him say if he like made it or not. He just yeah, he was shot at 40 times and dragged to safety after being wounded. Most of the 34,000, and then they just go on. Like, I swear to God, Anchorman definitely did a good job at portraying the mainstream media these days, but I feel like their content has just become, when you're back in school and you have a 2,500 word essay or a 10-page essay due, and you're like, fuck, this is only 250 words. How can I make this longer? And like, you just take one sentence and create a paragraph out of it just by stretching out some words and like creating some stories about some background that's completely unnecessary. But it fits. It fits, Like to give you an example, instead of talking about in 2017 about some other random soldier, which, loosely fits their narrative, they could have just randomly said, in 2017, I tried the American burger joint that Kim Jong-un, did, and I didn't like it. Like, you see my fucking point? What difference does it make? Especially if you're not going to finish, whether or not that soldier that you brought up even survived. I mean, I guess it's assumed since you say that he was wounded and dragged to safety. But I'm sorry, hearing that he was shot at 40 times and was wounded, or no, that he was fired about 40 rounds and was wounded, I'm assuming he was hit at least more than once. And if he was, able to be drugged to safety, I'm still not sure he's safe. South Korea doesn't torture prisoners, do they? What the fuck are you talking about? You make me Google it? Yeah, they stopped doing that back in the 80s. They said they're sorry. North Korea, on the other hand, that's a different story. They undoubtedly torture their prisoners. But I'm pretty sure North Korea, especially prisoners from God damn it. Now you got me confused which one's fucking which. Because you got me saying it so many goddamn times. South Korea. I'm pretty sure they take North Korean quote unquote prisoners more along the lines of refugees because of, their past history. South Korea is nice, just not to their pop stars or realistically to society. But in general, yeah, they've got like nice infrastructure and things, but their social culture is very scrutinous and superficial to the point of driving people to kill themselves. From what I've heard. Like most notably in the K-pop scene. I mean, fucking Squid Games guy is a good thing of that. Like, the dude was publicly shamed for over 10 years because he smoked weed. And wasn't able to be a part of anything. And now seems, very awkward and appreciative, but also like, he's in trouble still. Yeah. In the K-pop scene especially, there is high pressure for physical perfection. And lots of documented cases of depression and anxiety. Yeah, exactly. That's my fucking point. I mean, realistically, I was talking about there's society and culture in general, but using K-pop as the tipping point. Like, you see it most notably there, but it bleeds through into other parts. Oh yeah, there's that side too. Fuck. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, some of them are just as bad as some of their fans. See, I thought you were into K-pop. How the fuck are you just not that kind of nerd? Don't get me wrong, like I can get down on some K-pop. I fucking love that shit. But like I'm definitely not fangirling over a goddamn thing. I've never really been starstruck. But I guess it's helped to have been saturated around that. Like growing up, I met famous sports players because my aunt was always dating fucking sports people. And then in high school, I just went to every fucking concert I could get tickets for and then tried to meet the band afterwards. And that worked out more times than you'd think. And then I was in a band, and then I got to hang out with bands and bands that I used to listen to in high school. So like, there was that. Plus, even then, like just being around Hollywood in general, even when I was playing shows, somebody would just walk by. Like one time I was playing outside, I think it was the Whiskey in LA, and was it Austin Carlisle bumped into me, walked by as we were standing out there. Of Mice and Men guy. It has its moments for sure, but there is a reason why they say don't meet your heroes. I mean, that's not for everybody for sure, but there's definitely people that, you know, I can think that I like that I'd be like, I don't know if I'd want to meet them. Like Cillian Murphy, I fucking love Cillian Murphy, but I don't know if I'd ever want to meet him because he seems so goddamn out of touch with just everything. Like the motherfucker doesn't have technology really. It doesn't use technology, which is cool, you know, don't get me wrong. But anytime I see him doing interviews about something, he's like, "Oh, yeah, I don't really go on the internet, so I don't know." Or, "Oh, yeah, I don't really use TV, so I don't know." Oh, I have like, I'm just like, God damn it. So like, you probably aren't aware of any social issues, any political issues, anything. Like, you just live in life, which is cool, but goddamn, must be comfortable. I'm not saying heroes. I'm just saying people in general. I've never had any heroes. So you're dematerializing. You're supposed to fucking manifest, not demanifest. Right? Same. Oh yeah, definitely. All right, well, I'm gonna pop out for a bit and take a bath. Maybe drown myself a little bit. I'll come back later. Sounds nice though. Sounds nice. Yeah, you go to the store. Get some. I swear to God. Get the little Miss Debbie gingerbread cookies. They probably don't have them because I swear to God they stopped making them 2 years ago after I started buying every fucking pack I could of them. It happens every time. I start buying shit in bulk and then they're like, oh, we're gonna discontinue that product. It happened to the green M&Ms twice. Mexican store. It was a Mexican pirate. All right, have fun at the Mexican store. Quinceañera. Donde los baños. Abuela. See you later.